You join us on the ground at Gloucester. We're about to fly IFR up to Prestwick, maxing out the Cirrus SF50 at its highest operating altitude of flight level 310. We taxi to depart from Gloucester's easterly runway 09, and on departure fly a left turn climbing flight level 310 direct to Knighton, initially talking to Swanwick Military before being handed over to London. The route takes us up the west side of the UK towards Ribble, before flying the Ribble to Papa Star into Prestwick, followed by the RMP approach to runway 12, into a fully coupled standard missed approach, and then in the next video we rejoin the airways, taking the jet to land at an uncontrolled airfield in the Midlands, which is Turweston. It's fair to say the views en route are absolutely spectacular at flight level 310. I really hope you enjoy this video guys, it was an absolutely incredible experience, and it's great to show some IFR flying in a jet in the UK. Please do like and comment your thoughts, and I'll speak to you soon.
Gloucester Tower, good morning, number 120 Romeo Bravo, Cirrus SF50 RGV, QNH 1016, copy India, request start.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, Gloucester Tower, good morning, start of approach. We're just changing the runway to runway 09, I'll be with you shortly.
I full copy to start, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Golf Alpha Romeo, hold on the ground, report ready to lift into your next circuit, expect runway 09 a left hand.
Okay, so generator.
Okay, we're ready for 09 circuit now, but I appreciate whiskey kilos in the air, so we'll just hold on the ground and wait for it. Whiskey Kilo, are you able to make your approach now to the runway 18 threshold to then join the left-hand circuit for runway 09?
Approach 18, number, go Whiskey Kilo.
Go Whiskey Kilo, standard helicopter circuit space on runway 09.
Good. They've just topped the oil up, so paying special attention there.
Golf Alpha Romeo, Whiskey Kilo is just inbound to heli north from the northwest there, you visual? Yeah, visual, Golf Alpha Romeo. Golf Alpha Romeo, standard helicopter circuit space on runway 09, a left-hand clear to take off. Wind 040 degrees, 10 knots. Clear circuit, 09 left hand, Golf Alpha Romeo. Gloucester Tower, broadcast information, Juliet, new QNH 1015, new QC 1013, Gloucester out.
They also...
Like a Kilo, new QC 1013, when you're ready, make the turn back to the left, to position left-hand downwind for runway 09.
So that's all
013 and we'll advise when we're on the ground, Golf Kilo.
That's for Golf Echo, Kilo.
Golf Echo Kilo's copied 1013 and we will reposition and call you left-hand downwind for 09.
Okay, data
Golf Alpha Romeo, new QC 1013.
1013,
so we've just been through the brief again, you happy with all of that?
I'm happy with the brief.
Cool. For taxi?
Go for it.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, request taxi, QNH 1015.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, give way to Cherokee Sierra Juliet, leaving the west side of Apron Alpha. Then, taxi holding point Charlie 1, cross runways 36 and 04.
Giving way to the Pier 28, taxi to hold Charlie 1, crossing runway 36 and 04, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, new QNH 1015.
QNH 1015 set, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Yeah, Pier 28 is clear, right?
Dead 5.
Okay, Kilo, traffic descending on the dead side of the Cherokee, runway 09, okay, touch and go, wind 040
Trim
degrees 6
is
knots.
all good, flaps are at 50% already, roll trim's good, we'll deal with the rest when we're ready to go.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, we're just working with London to get you a clearance, so you can expect it at the hold.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, copy, thank you.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, we're still working on your clearance with London at the moment. Just a couple more minutes, I'll be back with you.
No worries, thanks.
Got weather radar on this?
We do, yeah.
So yeah, it might be worth on the lineup selecting the weather radar on, because it reports CBs on the ATIS.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, I have your clearance.
Ready to copy.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, hold at Charlie 1. After departure, left turn on track Knighton, climb flight level 150, remain outside controlled airspace, squawk 6407. Next frequency will be Gloucester approach 128.555.
Hold at Charlie 1, number 120 Romeo Bravo, after departure, left turn, climbing flight level 150 direct to Knighton, squawk 6407 and to Gloucester approach 128.555.
There was a Romeo Bravo, correct, but there is now an amendment to your clearance. I'll give it to you shortly. Stand by.
Roger.
Got Echo Kilo, runway 09,
Okay,
clear touch and go, wind 050
check.
degrees, 5 knots.
We've already got the approach frequency in, and it's 150.
Checked.
Gloucester Tower, helicopter Golf,
And it is a
Whiskey
left
Tango Romeo with information Kilo 1015, requesting a standard helicopter departure
So we're
to
now
the
going to
north.
nav mode.
Golf Tango Romeo, stand by.
Yeah, there we go. So it's in takeoff mode.
Golf Zero Juliet, we're going to be departing to the northeast.
And altitude select for...
Golf Zero Juliet, was that to the northeast? Golf Zero Juliet, thanks, contact Gloucester approach.
And I've also triggered the satellite weather, so we now have weather on the map.
Oh, that's clever.
And Zero Romeo Bravo, what would be your track tonight and if given a navigation on departure?
If you go to the bit, put in the big...
On track.
put the big page on with the flight plan. Click into this so you can see the whole thing. Oh, here we go.
Direct track to Knighton is going to be 320 degrees. Number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Right up.
There you go. Such a good little FO.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, hold position. After departure, runway 09er, turn left, track 345 degrees. Climb, flight level 150. Remain outside of controlled airspace. Squawk remains the same, and the next frequency remains the same. Read back.
Hold Charlie 1 after departure, runway 09 left turn, heading 345 degrees, climbing flight level 150, same squawk, remaining outside, and approach afterwards. Number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, correct. Report ready.
Ready to go.
Stand by.
So we've got heading mode now. 345 is set.
Checked.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, via Charlie 1, runway 09, cleared for takeoff, wind 0605.
Flight Charlie 1, runway 09, cleared takeoff, we just need a short backtrack, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, backtrack approved.
Backtrack approved, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Okay, so probe on.
Pick up to Golf Tango Whiskey Tango
We'll
Romeo,
leave the engine
Gloucester Tower,
RPS off, just 'cause it's 12 degrees,
Yeah,
we'll just monitor that on the climb.
Cool, yeah, if we go out and check
1015,
the
Golf Tango
temperature,
Whiskey
and
Tango
we'll
Romeo.
5 degrees.
Number 0
otherwise-
Romeo Bravo, cancel takeoff clearance, hold on the runway. I say again, cancel takeoff clearance, hold on the runway, but continue with your backtrack. Acknowledge.
Cancel takeoff clearance, continue backtrack and hold on the runway, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Golf Tango Romeo, R44 heading northeast in the circuit, cross runway 27, standard helicopter departure to the north, clear for takeoff, wind 070 degrees, 5 knots.
Copy traffic, cross 27 and helicopter departure to the north, Golf Tango Romeo.
Golf Alpha Romeo, traffic crossing south to north, departing to the north is an R44. Roger, Golf Alpha Romeo.
Gloucester Tower, Golf Sierra Hotel Mike India in the overhead 2,000 feet, QNH 1013, correction, QFE 1013 set.
Gloucester Hotel Mike India, Gloucester Tower reports descending on the dead side. Actually remain in the overhead for the time being. I got jet traffic to the pass out to the northwest, I'll descend you shortly.
Understood, staying at 2,000 feet, I'll make a right hand orbit.
It's a left hand in the overhead, please, runway 09 left.
Understood, I'll make a left hand orbit, Golf Mike India.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, traffic in the overhead holding off is a Eurostar, runway 09er, clear to takeoff, wind 070 degrees, 6 knots, heli circuit active.
Traffic copied, runway 09, cleared takeoff, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Okay, you happy?
Wind slightly to the left.
Okay, takeoff thrust is
Golf
set.
Bravo Bravo, Foxtrot Delta, Gloucester Tower, continue approach.
Continue approach, Golf Foxtrot Delta.
Okay, the shocks feel good to me.
Yeah.
30
Tower, Golf Juliet Tango Bravo, Papa is at Sky Park with Kilo, QNH 1015, requesting taxi to the pumps.
Golf Juliet Tango Bravo, Papa Gloucester Tower, taxi to the pumps.
Taxi pumps, Golf Bravo Papa.
Golf Bravo Hotel Charlie 1, ready for departure. Golf Tango Romeo, contact Gloucester, approach 128.555 for that.
Right, we're out runway. Yeah, coming up.
Okay,
Golf Bravo Bravo,
Time for
Foxtrot
you to
Delta,
go
runway
straight ahead.
09er, clear to land, surface wind 030 degrees, 6 knots.
Clear to land, runway 09, Golf Foxtrot Delta.
Golf Mike India, traffic inbound to the overhead from the east is a Cessna 182, visual with the the Cirrus jet just airborne 09.
We'll go behind him. I'm visual.
Roger, visual with the Cirrus, Golf Foxtrot Delta.
Golf Mike India, you visual?
Negative.
Golf Mike India, descend on the dead side, report ready to turn crosswind.
Descend dead side, report ready to turn crosswind, Mike India.
What's the pilot coming on?
Golf Mike India, further traffic is a Cessna 152 inbound to the overhead from the east, you visual?
MCT.
And again, negative, but
I'm
we're
still
down
visual,
to
we're still
1700 already.
Righto. Number 0 Romeo Bravo, thanks for your visit. See you next time. Gloucester approach 128.555. Cheers, thanks.
Cheers, bid you soon, 128555, number 0, Romeo Bravo, bye.
Bye.
I'm just careful as we go.
Cool. Got approach number 120 Romeo Bravo, climb flight level 150, request basic service.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, Ghost approach, roger, basic service, resuming navigation on track Knighton, and continue climb flight level 150, report passing flight level 60.
Navigation direct 19, climb flight 150, Wilco number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Oxford 06, contact tower
Turning away from him, we're
122.905.
2,000 feet above.
Contact tower
Engine IPS is on.
122.905,
We've got no
Oxford
heat,
06.
so just turn it off again. We're right on the borderline of whether it's necessary, just coming into this.
Copy, and that's direct 19.
Direct Knighton is on.
Checked. And we can set standard now.
That's Barrow.
Yeah, a few clouds vertical extent. Just pop the weather radar back on. Cool.
So you've got control here. This.
Cool.
We're coming over the top of it, to be honest. This now.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, passing flight level 60.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, contact Sonic Military 128.7.
128.7, number 0 Romeo Bravo, bye.
Right.
Sonic, good afternoon, correction, good morning, number 120 Romeo Bravo, climbing flight 150, direct 9 ton, request traffic service outside.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, Sonic, Mel, good morning, identified in the class level 150. Traffic service, what level can you achieve by Knighton?
How do you see them there?
I think we could be at 310 by Knighton.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, anticipate potentially flight level 310 by 9 ton.
Number 0 Romeo Bravo, roger, climb to flight level 310.
Flight level 310, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Okay, we've just got a little bit of frosting on the wings, just keeping an eye on that.
Copy, yeah.
Engine IPS is on.
And does it give us a nice warning or?
No.
Probably worth trickling it in a minute.
We're coming out the top now.
Yeah, it's always the worst bit at the top. There you go.
Okay, climb checklist, MCT, we're at MCT. Engine parameters I've been keeping an eye on, especially oil, all looks good. Current pressure has been increasing nicely. We're at 380 feet. Ice protection, we've got engine IPS, that can come off now. That little frosting in the wings is fine, and we're on...
Yeah, it might be worth popping it on just to pop it off at the front, because it won't disappear now or at minus whatever.
So we're going to be at 310 well before...
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, we can definitely make 310 by 9.
Romeo Bravo, roger.
Yeah, it's just that nice frosting's popped off at the
Yeah,
this side. Looking good on that side?
Yeah, firm's coming on. That was nice. Busy, but nice.
Yeah, it's helpful having another pair of eyes. Right, I'll probably knock the boots off after this cycle.
Cool.
It's looking okay that side?
Yeah, it's cool.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, have your airways running clearance raised, copy.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, raised, copy.
Further control, clears you to join controlled airspace. On track Knighton, climbing flight level 310. To be past flight level 210 before entering November 862. To squawk, when advised, 0544, and next frequency 134.755.
London cleared, number 120 Romeo Bravo, to control airspace. On track 9, climbing flight level 310. To clear of the airway by flight level 220, squawk 0544 when advised, and anticipating looking on 134.755.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, is this a climbing flight level 2, past flight level 210 for the join?
Flight 210 for the join, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Want to read that correct?
So now we know we've cleared the ice off, we can just reset that warning.
Copy.
So sort of the SOP to have the checklist on the right hand side there ready.
Yeah. And then in the cruise I tend to get rid of it because that gives you a bigger PFD and you get the traffic.
Alright, nice.
But until we're in the cruise I leave it there, and I can quickly, you can go in here and get the emergency and warning checklists and cautions, and they all match the CAS messages. So you see the CAS message and then pull the relevant.
This is immensely smooth, you know. Really, really impressive.
Oh, this is the trafficking is what we're looking at.
Oh yeah, copy. Yeah, so we've got 3,000 feet to that restriction. I think we're going to make it. If you do the zoom on.
So whichever, so you choose the tab with the outer knob.
Oh yeah, so
which is
blue there.
Blue. And then this, we'll do the zoom.
Cool. And what does that want? Is that just for this one, for the freaks and stuff?
Yeah, so that will be the frequencies there, it tells you there. So here it says which pane you're on, so I can move the pane, look.
Nice.
And I can halve it, and then I get another pane.
We'll put the weather radar to standby now, I suppose.
Yeah, so when you come off the screen, it puts it to standby for you.
God.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, engine control airspace, radar control, squawk, 0544.
Radar control service call 0544 now.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, continue at London 134.755.
13475 number 0 Romeo Bravo.
KZ9004 London, good morning. You can set course now direct to Knighton.
Direct course Knighton, easy 9004.
London, good morning, number 120 Romeo Bravo, climbing flight level 310, direct Knighton.
November 120 Romeo Bravo London, thank you. Squawk ident please.
Ident number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Top left.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, thanks for that. You can route now to Knighton and then Knockin.
Route Knighton, Knockin number 120 Romeo Bravo.
So we can take Anjac out.
Copy, nice.
And then load again, so we've got at Knighton. Knockin.
Initially flight level
So
180, just confirm after Knighton that you're going to return back to Bristol.
That's right, so it sequences the speed which goes on here off on the FMS. A manual controls the auto throttle, and you've got a jog wheel here.
November 20 Romeo Bravo, set course now direct Knockin.
Direct Knockin number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Logan 818, contact Cardiff 125.855, bye-bye.
So that's
125.855, Logan 818.
So that's
Seabird 173, climb flight level 320.
Climb level 320. So it's the same as like the Garmin app is doing the same sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, so we're heading bug sync mode or anything?
There is not on this, yeah, the next software update adds it, so you know, on the next major maintenance you should get that. So what we've, flight time 13 minutes and we're at 262.
Yeah, that's amazing. The Dash 8 never went above 25.
Right.
November 20 Romeo Bravo, contact London 135.580, bye-bye.
135.580, number 20 Romeo Bravo, cheers. Number 120 Romeo Bravo, climbing flight level 310, direct Knockin.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, on the control out here.
So you can see now though our MCT is obviously dramatically reduced.
Yeah, we've got the true airspeed increasing, the magnum's increasing, indicated airspeed's trickling back.
Yep.
But that's still really impressive, 200 feet a minute, if we're near max rate, getting near max altitude.
Yeah.
The G1 didn't get up this high, did it? Where did it stop?
I think it was 280, I think was the service ceiling for the G1. So, yeah, obviously you need to then have RVSM training and operational approval to go above that.
And it's auto trimming, auto throttling. I've never flown anything with auto throttle before, it's fascinating.
Right. Yeah, obviously on the climb it's not that impressive because it just sits at MCT. You climb and the cruise, it will, you know, stop you from overspeeding. But it's the descent when you really see the benefit of it.
And this is, where did you learn the 3000? Was that on the tight rating? They took you through it all slow time?
So they, no. So they do a, I think it's maybe they do a mini course, 1000 to go, checked. They do a mini course for G3000 familiarisation before the type rating. But unfortunately, I was on the waiting list to do the type rating, so I didn't get much notice. Didn't have time to do that course, so it was very much learning it on the go. It helps, the logic is all the same as the G1000.
Yeah. I was really impressed with the quality of the screens. Did the resolution get upgraded on the G2 again?
Yeah, so the G1 was kind of like the perspective on the SR22s. They went to the NXI and the G3000s, and the Jet went to, I think it's a Perspective Touch Plus, I think it's called. And that really helps with the maps, and particularly the charts. Yeah. You're not zooming in to check what the minimums are. You can just see it in one go.
Canon 946, check your selection level. You cleared flight level 250, level 2.
Select.
Oh, thank you, sir. Level 250, level of double. Canon 946, apologies.
Canon 611, climb flight level 360 and route direct to Urquhart.
Flight level 360 and
see the
direct to
start to speed up now.
We're expecting 0.53.
Okay, we're coming.
So the auto throttle is now selected at Mach 0.53, so that's...
Exactly, that's what that's targeting, yeah.
Wow.
Speed mode.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, route direct Sharp.
Direct Sharp, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Sharp, there you go.
AP. So what I tend to do is probably a bit of a long-winded way to do it, but I'd always put it in next.
Yeah, exactly.
So after.
And then just direct it.
Then direct it.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we'll end up with a bit of a mess of a flight plan, so we know we can take out these now. Check, really a gross error check on that. Yeah.
So Ribble and Niska.
So we're expecting the Ribble arrival, which is interesting because we're now not likely to do that. So.
Yeah, so just have a bring the star up, and we'll just have a look if Shap is a point on the arrival.
Delta 404,
if not, I'll just ask him for direct to Ribble. Or the next point on the star.
290, 404.
So if we go to, I'll ask him if Niska's available.
Yeah.
Or
Aslib, yeah. Which is on our flight plan. So actually, we'll probably do Shap, Aslib.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, let's leave that so we're not messing around too much. So it's worth just trying to sequence that, so we're going Shap, Aslib.
Yeah. So that makes sense now, and that is Shap. So, do you want to talk about the star?
Sweet, yeah, should we put it full size?
Yeah, so you can choose it on the pane, so highlight it, and then you can press full.
And then if we put a little router on the left.
Yeah, so if you want to choose the pane over there,
and you can then press map. Roger, route direct to Carno for Bristol and Alpha arrive.
There you go. That is fantastic. So it's basically a tiled system.
Yes.
If you pick the tile and put up. So this is PFD, so that's that page. This is your MFD, and you pick your tiles, and you got your navcom section.
Yeah, and you can move these all around.
Roger, route direct.
And if you have a catastrophic failure, this is your backup instruments here.
Canon 1074, when ready, descend flight level 290, level double, speed on
yeah, go for it, why not?
Give me something to do.
Yeah.
My first time shooting.
When ready, descend flight level 290,
cool, so your approach, you're flying it, I'll brief it,
cable,
just so you know, currency for everyone. So we've got Presswick, plate 10-2, it's effective, it's in date, it's RNAV star, anticipate initially coming in down at Rebel,
Delta Bravo, route direct to Tobit.
routing to Aslib, there's a hard altitude of Aslib at flight level 260, which we'll check on here, that checks on there.
Yep.
Then going to continue towards NP, left turn, tracking down to Toxter at flight level 70.
And we've got a speed limit there, which is loaded as well, 210.
Copy. Descent planning, people should apply, we just talked about it, 200 by NP, 70 by Toxter, and then flight level 70 by Turnberry. Turnberry at 70, we need to get the weather. If we're on a westerly run, we might end up being quite high there, track mileage coming back round if we're easterly, so it might not be too bad. Yeah, cool. We're expecting Aslib then at minute 188, it's going to swap then, but it's probably a bit soon now, but it's like 43 track miles to get the 80s, might be a bit time compressed, so it might be worth trying to have a little listen in.
If we get the 80s early, and then we can always ask for the update when we...
so I can go like that, and...
We're already listening.
So it might have to... a bit far away, so we'll keep on for now. that's about it. Airport elevation, we talked about the ATIS.
Yeah, destination set at 65 feet is on the system, that checks.
Cool, so there's not really anything else to say. So how are you going to use the VNAV system to manage
I think we will do, it'd be
the
good to see the auto throttle. So they're all on here, we've seen the altitude and the speed. So if we have the auto throttles armed in an FMS, it's going to pull the speeds on the schedule here. And if we have VNAV armed and we bug the right, it will follow the entire procedure down for us. Obviously, they'll probably override this with ATC instructions, but that sets us up nicely for the arrival.
And there's another thing to talk about, if we know the runway, have a little chat about the approach. Cool, yeah, that's sort of my brief complete. Only major facts I've got is I've never been a second before, but you're type rated and qualified. And yeah, I've not really any other threats, or any extras from you.
No, just yeah, it's been a while since flown a star, so we've both monitored that.
It's quite a massive star.
Oh, it's huge, it's half the country.
Nearly 150 miles, yeah.
On the VNAV and auto throttle profile for the descent, we're saying we're going to descend at Mach 0.51 and on conversion 245 knots, targeting 3.7 degrees. If we get the transition level off the ATIS, we can put that in and you get a reminder for the barometer.
Nice.
And then 250 knots below 10,000 feet, and then you can put in a terminal area speed limit, so we can put that in if we want a general limit. But as we discussed, if you look on the flight plan, because we're on the arrival, it's loaded the speed limit here, Toxter at 210, Turnberry 210. So with the auto throttles in FMS mode, it will follow those. The thing that's quite good is we get a top of descent show, and if we expand this, we get the time to top of descent. And if they delay our descent...
Romeo Bravo, contact Scottish 135.530.
Scottish 135.530, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Canon 743.
Scottish number 120 Romeo Bravo, flight level 310, direct Shap.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, Scottish, good morning, or afternoon rather, it's runway 12 at Prestwick.
Afternoon, 12 at Prestwick, number 120 Bravo, thanks.
So what we can do now is on the arrival, we can tell it that we're runway 12.
Scottish, good afternoon, KLM 611, maintaining flight level 360, we're 60
off again, aren't we?
KLM 611, Scottish, roger.
And this
go. Shall we see if we get the ATIS?
Try, stop end, try. Transition level, flight level 70. Taxiway Romeo restricted to category Alpha and Bravo aircraft only due work in progress. Taxiway November closed due to work in progress. High bird activity in the vicinity of the aerodrome, at dawn and dusk. Surface wind, 09er, 06 knots. Visibility, 10 kilometers or more. View 3,000 feet. Temperature, +11, dew point, -0. QNH, 1018. Threshold QFE, 1017. Acknowledge receipt of information Yankee, and advise aircraft type on first contact.
RMP might be nice because we can, it depends if you fancy doing some vectors or if we just end up going direct to IBLOB and then factoring. Let's do the RMP.
Yep.
Good to practice, aren't they?
Okay, do you want to load the RMP then?
Yes, Captain.
Okay, so what I tend to do is I always have, in my mental model, is I always have the flight plan on the map. So if you turn this back to the map.
Got it.
So if you then press procedure, proc, and approach. Tap the approach. IBLOB, we thought.
IBLOB, what a name.
Or iBlob.
So do you have to round up? It's an LPV approach on here,
yes.
So we don't have to round up, do we?
We'll go category B.
Cat B, so 327, call it 327.
Yeah, put 327 in, that's fine. So that's there, check.
327. Approach options, don't know what that means.
So you don't want to load out, you want to load?
Load, yeah, not load, activate. Yes, this is really similar to the Garmin 750 and 650.
Yes, it all follows through. They are, all of the, the logic and the flow of the processes is all the same. Yeah.
Well, again, top of descent, probably not too far away. Is it worth briefing the plate now? Do you think? And then
I think so, because it's all going to happen relatively quickly.
Go to brief this one.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
So we're anticipating Prestwick, runway 12, plate 12-1, we're in date. Frequencies, it's no frequencies required, it's an RMP approach. Final approach course is 124. and we have a platform altitude of 2,000 feet. Minimum time to set airport elevation is 69. MSA is most limiting, it's 3,900 feet, most limiting to the south-east, so we'll be descending over that, we'll be clearer out to sea.
And we just need to be aware if we get past the blob, we'll just have to be aware of that terrain there.
Yeah, copy. So to the west there, Remlo's 3,900 feet up to 2.7. Anticipating to end the star and then routing direct probably to Iblob. We'll track for 5 miles 033 inbound to Papa Kilo India to India, which is an initial fix, and then to track 123, slight jig to the right to 124. The final fix is at 6 miles. I'm anticipating a 3-degree glide path.
Yep.
6 miles is not too far away to descend. How are you going to configure? Do you configure sort of flap 1 on this stage here, bring the speed back, what sort of speed?
That's right, so we'll be coming in at 185 knots into the initial approach fix. When we're on the kind of the base leg, as it were, we'll go to 50 flap.
Copy.
140 knots, 145. When we're 2 miles ahead of the FAF, we'll go gear down. And then maybe 4 miles out, we'll go
November 120, Romeo Bravo, when ready to descend flight level 260.
When ready, descend flight level 260, number 120, Romeo Bravo.
260 in there. Set.
Checked. Cool. Down to the minimums of 327 feet, which we've got set and is confirmed in standby. We are actually going to go miss, so we're going to climb straight ahead to Papa Kilo 02. So can we get there?
So if you go back to the map.
Cool. And then, so those all points all checked. Iblob, India, on altitude. Go miss, Papa Kilo 02. Right turn to Papa Kilo Sierra 03.
Yeah.
That's a flight over waypoint.
Continue heading
Which level 350. So hard flyover, and then inbound to Turnberry to hold. The hold at Turnberry is, looks like we'll probably do sort of entry there, and we're going to be holding inbound Turnberry 210, so what's that? Yeah, cool, 030 inbound. They might give us something ever so slightly different overhead or another waypoint, so we'll just stay frosty to that. We'll have a chat. We briefed them on the phone that we're anticipating 1 hold, just to get our airways clear and just to start to head back and let us get the kit set up.
That's right.
I don't know if they're going to give us a standard incident departure. Might be worth having a quick nosy at the place to see if we've got any. Only main threats we've got is just really the kit augmentation, so ending the star. Automation, sorry, ending the star and then routing direct to a point, so we'll just confirm that. We've talked about the speeds. We discussed how you're going to fly it as well. You'll fly it fully coupled on the autopilot, at minimum sequencing the go-around button,
American
to launch all of the automation.
That's right.
That's it. Any other threats or any extras from you?
No, we'll just, I mean, the weather all looks light, but we'll just keep an eye on that. Minus 5 degrees is the moisture, we'll just keep an eye on that. We'll get the engine IPS on. The other thing is we're coming up on top of the descent. We bugged 26,000, we'll fly level 260, so we'll just arm beam up now because checked descent when ready.
Vertical track.
1 minute to the top of the descent.
There we go, so anticipating
coming in now, yeah.
So we've got path art, beat path capture.
Yep. And it's gone to our descent profile of Mach 0.51.
Back she comes.
90181, confirm your estimate for GOMUP.
And then we get the banana to fade.
And it calls it out on the map. 260. And we'll go...
United 181, confirm your estimate for GOMUP.
Well, we've discussed the autothrottle managing it. This is all as expected. Fuel burns down to optimum.
GOMUP at 1136 Zulu.
And if you're at elevation,
United 181, Roger. Recall me please on 132.
Below 5 degrees visible moisture, we'll monitor that.
730
And we preset the local pressure setting 1018.
Yeah, that's really clever.
So,
November 120 Romeo Bravo, contact Scottish 126.3.
126.3, number 0 Romeo Bravo. Scottish number 120 Romeo Bravo, descending flight level 260 inbound, Aslip.
Number 120 Romeo Bravo, Scottish, thank you, and continue on your present heading, descend flight level 140.
Descend heading, descend flight level 140, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
So yeah, so we've got a vertical speed required, kind of computed there, which, you know, it will follow roughly.
Yeah, so we're on headings now, so do you still want to really go into VS mode, not be in the V path?
Well, I'm on VNAV, so what it will do, it will follow the path and correct for it.
Wow, that's really
but
clever.
only up to a certain, you'll get a cross-track error, and then you get an enable VNAV message, at which point we'll flick to a vertical speed.
Yeah, but we've got a hard altitude here up to flight level 200, so we'll have to come out of VNAV, otherwise we won't continue descent to 140. It's going to stop descent at NPs and NFPs.
Well, it will then sequence 070.
Copy.
But we will have capped it at 140.
Right, cool, yeah, I didn't know if it levelled off at flight level 200.
It will, yeah.
And Mkii, Mkii, it'll be a radar control
So
service on passing flight level 245, but for higher, contact Scottish now on 129.1. Goodbye.
Radar control lost 245 and 129.1, Mkii, Mkii.
So once on headings and altitude level, then we don't have to worry about the profile.
Exactly, yeah.
What it will give us is the crossing restriction, so be below or at an EP at 200.
Scottish number 0 Bravo, okay to pass the Prestwick with like the RMP via envelope, please.
November 10 Romeo Bravo, yeah, I'll pass it on for you.
Thank you.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, you can redirect to Turnberry now and descend flight level 90.
Redirect Turnberry, descend flight level 90, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Zero, which receipt of information to you, and advise aircraft type on first contact.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, Prestwick have your request and see no problem with that.
That's copy, thank you very much, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
We're well under 5 degrees, so we'll pop the engine IPS on just as we go through the clouds.
Yeah, okay, warmed up. Yeah, 37 miles to turn. So it's a big star, this, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to slow the descent down a bit more.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
So what we can do now, we can do a VNAV direct to, go back into VNAV, and it'll just manage 70 by Turnberry.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, contact Prestwick radar now, 129.450. Goodbye.
129.450, number 120 Bravo, bye.
Hello, connected to Bravo, could you just confirm what service you're requesting outside controlled airspace?
Prestwick radar, number 120 Romeo Bravo, descend flight level 70, routing direct Turnberry. Calling information Zulu, QNH 1018, Cirrus SF50.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, Prestwick radar, good afternoon to you. Understand you're looking for an RMP approach runway 12?
Hi firm, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, roger. Do you want to route direct to IBOB from present position, or do you want to do the full procedure with the Turnberry to Quebec transition?
That would be great, we'll happily take direct to IBLOB, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Roger, November 120 Romeo Bravo, route direct IBLOB, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH is 1018.
Route direct IBLOB, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1018, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
So that chucked out the VNAV because we're not going to Turnberry anymore.
And to get the plate back up on the right hand side.
Your IPS just coming on now. Getting the hang of this.
Cool, yeah, so minus 17.
So engine IPS is on.
Checked.
We'll just monitor the wings, but it looks like a very thin layout. I've got ground contact down this side. Maybe 500 feet a minute.
Yeah.
What we'll do is you do the VNAV direct to, even though it's only clear just to 6,000.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll get further down, won't we?
Yeah, well, we're below 10,000 feet, so we put landing lights on.
Cool. Feels low 10,000 feet now, then.
Yeah. If I was steaming in without the speed restriction, we would have slowed down for the clouds, really.
Speed.
But, no, it's fine. But obviously we're already slow because of the speed restriction, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't like bombing through clouds at 250 knots. So we're on the local setting. Seats we're all strapped in. Everyone's good. Brakes are good. Approach checklist. We've briefed the approach. We're happy with that. This ice protection is on. And as discussed, we'll go 50 flap on the base leg. So our flap limiting speed for 50 flaps is 190 knots.
Okay.
So on base leg we'll go to 185, get the 50 flaps in.
I'm just going to ask him about our hold and missed approach.
And in fact we can do that here, I can put speed check.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descent altitude 4,000 feet, number 120 Bravo, and after the missed approach we just like one hold before getting the clearance to head down to Turweston. Will we expect to hold at Turnberry?
What would you like to do? I can offer you anything, really.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll take Turnberry to hold. It's probably a bit easier routing back on a route down south that way as well. Number 120 Bravo.
Okay, that's understood. We do have an outbound flight plan on you, routing via SUT-B for Airways, is that correct?
Hey, firm, number 120 Bravo.
120 Romeo Bravo, roger. Then after the missed approach, be a right turn direct to Turnberry, climb altitude at 6,000 feet.
After this approach, a right turn, direct Turnberry, climb altitude 6,000 feet, number 120 Bravo.
Or do you want me to ask, can we fire the full procedure full miss?
Yeah, actually,
November 0 Romeo Bravo, that's correct.
And November 0 Bravo, sorry to mess you around. We'd just like to fly the full Mr. approach procedurally, if that's okay.
Okay, yep, certainly you can do the standard missed approach to Turnberry then.
Standard Mr. approach to Turnberry, number 0 Bravo, thank you for the help.
And November 120 Romeo Bravo, via IBLOB you are cleared for the RMP approach at runway 12, then with the procedure.
Right, IBLOB cleared the RMP approach, runway 12, descend with procedure, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Okay, so I'm on the approach. Check. We've got the glide path on there. We're coming down to 4,000, which is what we're expecting. The banana is where we think it should be. We've put a speed restriction in at 185 for Papa Kilo 1 to India, which is there. So that's the base leg. So we'll get the flaps in after we start slowing down.
Yeah, looking clear on the right. And she takes the bumps well.
Yeah, it's very forgiving. And he's cleared us for the approach. We'll put the 2,000 feet in on the just so that it's fully sequenced.
Check.
Yeah, 118150.
Correct. That's fine.
And then you can just enter and it will save that.
Copy.
Right turn to 033 as I expected.
So it's bringing us in LNAV and VNAV, and then we get the final approach course. We have glide path armed.
Yep, and we've got the shadow or the ghost diamond there, so we're nice and below that, which is what you'd expect.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, contact tower 118.150.
118.150, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
That's 50 flaps. And it's sequence 140 knots now.
Presswick Tower, number 120 Romeo Bravo, final approach track established.
November 120 Romeo Bravo, Prestwick Tower. Continue approach, number 1, traffic is a Citabria, currently 6 miles south-west of airfield, southeast of airfield, not above altitude 2,000 feet, is inbound to a private site, just 6 miles on a climb up for runway 12.
Full copy, continue approach, number 120 Romeo Bravo.
Okay, so we're off scale deflectors.
30 understood, report vacated.
3 greens. Check. Night brings us nice onto the glide path there.
Cool, and missed approach altitude is with the procedure
6,000 feet.
Check.
And we'll do 4 miles for the full flap. Copy. Otherwise we'll be here all day. You see we've got the same as the SR, we've got the flight path vector.
November 23 Yankee, Tower, what's the message?
Can you hand me over to radar for a quick radar vector ILS to recover to the circuit?
Number 23 Yankee, Roger, contact Prestwick radar 129.450.
129.450, that's super Yankee.
November 0 Romeo Bravo, runway 12 cleared, low approach, surface wind 070 degrees, 5 knots.
Runway 12 cleared, low approach, number 0 Romeo Bravo.
Golf Sierra Alpha, traffic is SF500, sub 500 on 4-mile final, will be
autopilot
doing a missed approach.
We're going to remain coupled actually.
Check.
I will check the brakes just in
Roger,
case it
4
goes
miles
wrong.
on 1-2.
Check right.
Sierra Alpha, after runway 12.
Roger, that's copied. Well, just position on final for pre-head farm.
Golf Sierra Alpha, Roger. Surface wind at Prestwick is 070 degrees, 5 knots. Report landed.
We'll port on the ground, Golf Sierra Alpha.
You've got 3 greens, 0 pressure, full flap, quarter throttles are armed. Checked.
3
327 on the minimums, so 700 to go. So you see here at VREF 80 knots.
Well, isn't it?
So we'll stick with 95.
Yeah, a bit of energy to go around.
Exactly. Okay. 2 miles. Okay. 200 to go.
500.
Check. 503 group.
Minimum.
Go around, there we go. Okay.
November 0 Romeo Bravo going around.
Positive
November
rate.
0 Romeo Bravo, Roger.
We're looking for 115 on the flat. Gears up. Okay. 115, flaps up. Okay. At caps altitude, so 1300 feet, we'll go to the flight level change because we're at takeoff first.